goes into the database. From database, the ETL happens, extract, transform and load. It throws data into here, star populated. Star is a schema. So the data goes into data warehouse, which allows user here to see the report. Whatever we see in P6 is actually coming after the data warehouse. But the process is so simultaneously happening that the moment you initiate the project, initially it means instantly ETL happens, data goes here, and once the data is here, you are looking the data. So what it says, the Primavera data warehouse extract, transform and load schedule and cost data coming from Primavera P6 and Primavera Unifier. It is available in standalone purpose. So the point is that it takes data, cost and schedule related data and allow user to understand the data. This is the page which tells that what data warehouse actually does. Several physical star schema database model are included out of the box. So P6 is telling that they are using star schema. We will understand that in detail. What are these schemas? You can utilize these tables as set of fact and dimension. We will understand what is fact and dimension to generate pivot table reports. We are aware of what are pivot tables. So basically the purpose of data warehouse, which is star schema, is to develop the table reports and analysis and all these things. ETL process of Primavera data warehouse operate as parallel processing routine. So that means whenever things happen in database, ETL happens in routine, in instant, and it allows, see here what it says, allows much greater throughput and faster execution time. So immediately data goes into data warehouse. Key benefits: discover hidden trends by enabling business user to analyze project data. You can extract the hidden trends inside that. Access calculated data such as schedule and cost performance metrics. We can use these type of information from data warehouse inside P6 and perform advanced business analytics and project and portfolio data. So we can do project and portfolio level data through data warehouse. So what is a schema? Anything that is arranged and structured in any form or shape is a schema. Simply, this is the simplest definition of a schema. Types of schema in data warehouse: star schema, snowflake schema, and galaxy schema. So what is a star schema? Star schema is simply an arrangement of tables where we have one fact table and multiple dimension tables. So what is fact table? Fact table has at least one column of unique values. That means it must have at least one column where the values are not repeating. Unique values are called primary keys. It's very important to understand because this concept will be used quite oftenly when we are doing data modeling. So the unique values which are not repeating, they are called primary keys. Primary keys make relationship with the foreign keys. So we need to understand what is foreign key. Dim table, which is also called the dimension table. Dim table has one column of foreign key. Okay. Foreign keys are repetition of primary key. So that means if the primary keys are repeating, they are in the dimension table, not in the fact table. Foreign and primary keys make relationship to each other. So now we need to understand how it is working in a star schema. In a star schema, we have at least one fact table, we know that, and there can be multiple dimension tables. There is no limit to that. So fact and dimension table are connected to each other through primary and foreign keys. So what is primary key? Any column which is having so many rows inside, below this means below the column header, and the values are not repeating, so it is called primary key. And if the same thing goes into somewhere, we don't know it is dimension table, if the same column is going in some other table and start repeating, so it will become the dimension table and the primary key will become the foreign key. So this is very important to understand here that foreign keys are the repetition of primary key. So if it was here, so it is in a fact table and it is a primary key. If the same item or same number of things go into another table and start repeating itself, so they become dimension table and foreign keys. So dimension table and fact tables are connected through primary and foreign keys. So this is the concept here. So what is Snowflake schema? In Snowflake schema, the concept is quite similar, but only little addition, that one fact table is connected to one dimension table and the dimension table is further connected to another dimension table. So that's make a sense like Snowflake. So how it is working? This is dimension table. So by definition, we know that there must be a column which is repeating or which is having the repetitive value. Similarly here, there must be a column which is having the values which are repeating. So foreign key and the foreign key are connecting, so this relation will be many to many. Okay, one of the relation which is between fact and dimension is one to many, because in fact table we know that primary key is a key which is not repeating, so it is a unique. So one to many, because in dimension table the same primary key is now repeating, so one to many, but in dimension and dimension both are repeating, so many to many. So this is one of the type of relationship, one to many, and it can be one to one if there is another table, so it can be one to one, one to many, and many to many. So this is Snowflake. What is galaxy schema? In galaxy schema we have at least two fact table and they are connected to different dimension tables. So you can say if there are more than one star in your system, so it becomes a galaxy, just like a simple scientific fact. In our solar system we have one star, simple, and if we go beyond that, so it makes galaxy. So two star schemas are usually the galaxy. So how it is happening here? One fact table is connected with primary to foreign key. Similarly, another fact table is connecting through primary to foreign, so that becomes the galaxy schema, simply. So now I think we have learned the type of schemas here. We will see now in P6, understand the data and understand the schema in data warehouse, that how data is arranged in P6. So let's move to the part 2,